you really need to pick me up, or you're traveling and you don't have a lot of space, I love resistance tubing. So I'm going to take you through some stuff that you can do seated, which might be a nice change from having to stand up or do it in a different position. So I'm going to start off by crossing the tubing, and I'm just going to take, let's say, it doesn't matter which hand's in front because you can switch it. And I'm just going to do an abduction and an upright row. What's nice about this is it kind of warms your body up a little bit for some of the other exercises we're going to be doing. An upright row may not be a really effective shoulder exercise, but I really want you to take the shoulders to the back so you're retracting your back. This is for posture. So we're going to go out and up. Good morning. All right, so you got a tube, you got a chair, got some great music. Let's play. I want you to focus on maybe doing doubles. So you could do doubles, and then you could break the arms apart so you do unilateral work instead of bilateral. 2, and then up. So there's any variation you'd like to do. You can even sit here and do multiple abductions or multiple upright rows. So I'm just going to do really quickly now. Take up the pace a little bit, and it'll become very cardio. Push. And as you get warmed up, hopefully you'll get warmed up pretty quickly. It's only been a minute. We're ready for another exercise. So from here, we're going to do a row. And you can do the row leaning back. I'm pulling my elbows in, or you can lift the legs, which would really engage the core. The longer you are, the more you'll feel it. And the whole purpose of this one is to retract the back. Again, we spend most of our time rounded, right? So we want to really focus on back strengthening exercises. And I'm going to do a lot of those today. So nice, easy row. Now you can separate. We'll do a different row in a little bit. But you can also make sure that you pull your legs to one side and row. That's going to change the work. So anything like that. Then I'm going to grip with one hand. I'm going to come on up, and we're going to do a series of legs. I like having a chair or a table because you can push down into it. So we're going to do hamstring curl, full extension, a lateral, and then go ahead and do a double-handed biceps, which is much more difficult than a single. So again, hamstring curl, knees need to be in alignment, toe needs to be in alignment. Sometimes I see people turning out. That's really hard on the knees. So straight up and down, straight to the back. You're going to feel this in the stabilizer glute right here. Out to the side, especially on that one. And then a biceps curl. I'm going to do a few of those so you can see it a little bit quicker. And again, multiples are great. You can do 4 hamstrings. We'll do that really quickly. 4 extensions, and I got to tell you, the one to the side right here, I'm working my core, my glute that's supporting my body weight. It's really challenging, so that's a good one. And then biceps, you can do any amount here. You can lean back, squeeze the glutes, and that's going to change the biceps, or coming forward is going to change the biceps because the anchor is a little bit different. Then from there, we're going to come around. I'm not going to do both sides. Wrap one, I'm already out of breath. Wrap one leg, and let's do quads, because if you do all the back of the leg, you should do the front. So this is a great quad one for knee strengthener. You can hold the biceps. I'm not pulling my arm at all. I'm just stabilizing. You can put both on one side and use your hand on your thigh to stabilize. That's actually going to move the leg inwards and be more challenging for the quadricep in a different way. So just some quad extensions. Lean back if you want to get your core. You can even lift that bottom leg if you feel in control, and then little compressions for hip flexors, which work fantastically to strengthen the hip flexor, the quad, and the core. And then I'm going to come on down, unwrap. Here's the second position you can do for row, but we're going to go to biceps. So a biceps and a squat. So the squat is actually harder on the way up with the tubing. So you can bring the arms higher. And then I'm going to pick it up a little bit. And this becomes a shoulder exercise. Pushing down with the legs becomes a glute and hamstring exercise, just a little bit. It's not that hard. Also core. Take a deep breath in. We're almost there. Got a couple more to do. And then I'm going to sit down in this position, and I'm going to hold my elbows on my thighs. So it's lengthening my back, pushing my ears away from my shoulders and my shoulders away from my ears. I want that kind of lengthening. And then you can do overhead, palms up. I'm going to do one arm. So I'm pushing one arm into my leg to stabilize my shoulders. This is a good shoulder exercise. And then take the foot out, and let's go into flies. So another back strengthener. Opening the chest, pulling Let's take that other side so you can see it from a different angle. You can do the hands, palm down, thumbs up. I'm pushing, palms up. Keep that head in line with the spine. You can hear my heart rate's already up from those. I'm carrying a lot of tension on this tube. Push. And then the fly, think elbow back, open the chest, expand the chest. Good morning. Take it to the back. And then let's take the tubing off all the way behind the chair. And you've got an anchor for great pectorals, chest. You can do it with your toes. You can do it with your feet up, so you're working your core. You can do any form of core work here. Just a great way to do the chest. Either fly or press. And again, you can do one arm at a time. And that's going to just work stabilizers a little bit differently. And then I'm going to bend forward, and now it's an upright overhead press, right? Overhead press. Let's add a little bit of rotator work there. Elbows below the shoulders. Rotate, reach. Oh my God, I'm over time. I just went crazy. And then the last one, I went way over. Got so into it. Tricep overhead or tricep kickbacks. This angle is perfect for the triceps. I'm going to finish off here. I am 1 minute over. I hope you love some of those exercises. Use them on the road or use them in your office. Have a great day. I'll see you on Wednesday.